This is Kevin Menon with Outside the Games. Welcome you to our show. Our organization does cover Oregon, Washington, California, and nationwide. We talk to student athletes all over. Hashtag Student Athlete Strong, because we believe that it is the person and the player both together. And we believe that stronger student athletes make stronger communities, indeed. Of course, this interview is sponsored and partnered by Body Armor. Body Armor is a hashtag Better Sports drink. It's very essential to the student athlete, empowering them to perform at a high level. It does have minerals and potassium infused with coconut water. And Body Armor Light is another one because it does have less sugar. Total grams of sugar is 6 grams of sugar in a 2-serving size bottle, as this is. So again, we thank you, Body Armor, for empowering the athlete and having them perform at such a high level. Well, in our interview here, we're at a student athlete's home. This is Jordan Berry. He is a defensive tackle, class of 2020 with Narbonne High School in Los Angeles. Thank you very much for being on our show, Jordan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you having you. Well, we talk about family life and football and the sport. And with us, Jordan, we start out with family.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Family is huge because it provides the stability, it provides the needed necessities for you to function.
Yes, sir.
Without a roof over your head, providing dinners and meals, a place to sleep. Those are things that some take for granted, but it is provided for you to perform at a high level and be a student athlete.
Yes, sir.
So for you, we always ask the student athlete to define family. And for you, Jordan, what does family mean to you? How would you define that?
Well, I can say that family is loving, caring, respectful, and having each other's back in the family. That's what I can say family is to me.
That's huge. No, that's huge. And with family, obviously you talk about those ones that play a role
Yes, sir.
in the family, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we have Shanae Berry, who is what we would call your mom, but she's a sibling. She can be a sibling too. But she's a powerful mother
Yes, sir.
that provides a lot of direction and guidance. But then we have a person named the Enforcer. Gloria, your grandmother, and she is something special to you as well.
Yes, sir.
Explain to me how important each one of these people are to you in your life.
Well, I can say my mom, that's my rock. Well, today my mom, she got me here today where I am to be. I've been playing football for 15 years, and I say my mom, she been there throughout the whole way. It's just me and my mom and my grandma. Now it's coming to grand.
Yeah.
Well, like he said, grandma is the enforcer. She enforced everything. So anytime I'm slacking in school, messing up in the house, messing around, in practice, she'll tell me I need to do this and do that. She'll enforce it. As my mom, she's more as like my friend, more as like a plan, but I still look at my mom as my mom.
She'll still emphasize some things.
Yeah,
She'll make it very clear.
She'll for sure make it clear. She don't care
And if
who
she
we are.
doesn't, then you have the enforcer that steps
I don't
in
want
out
the
of the
enforcer
blue.
to come.
No, right? Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Well, why are these roles important, do you think, to a student athlete? Why do you think they help out a student athlete so much?
Well, I say that they help me out so much is because they can see that I can do great and I can do well, and they don't want to see me slip through the cracks.
Yeah, that's big. Well, we talk about mentorship. Now, mentorship is something where, there are a lot of challenges. Because let's be clear. These ones that provide this role for you here at the home,
Yes, sir.
they try to extend that by leaving you some good thoughts to remember
Yes, sir.
and some constant reminders. But then when you're at school, they're not there.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes mentors can play a role in providing guidance when maybe there's discouragement,
Yes, sir.
possibly a question,
Yeah.
or even question yourself confidence-wise.
Yes, sir.
Tell me who your mentors are and why.
Well, I say my first mentor is my mom, because we done been through stuff that we can't tell nobody else, but my mom still get through it through the day. I can say that my mom can go through something at home and then she'll still have a smile on her face at the end of the day. My grandma, she's just all to it. She's old school and she can just do everything on her own. And
Right.
then another role model that I have is Deshaun Jackson. Well, I can say that he came from nothing and now he's something now. So that's a real big role model to me.
In what way does Deshaun Jackson, you
Yes,
said?
sir.
What role does he play for you, and in what way?
Well, I know him from a friend that lives across the street, and I say that he plays a role to get me better and to tell me what I can do and what I can't do as an enforcer, just like my grandma. So he's a big role model to me because I don't really have a man in my life to enforce things that my mom can't. So Deshaun Jackson is there for me to enforce things.
This is the wide receiver. This is the NFL player. That's what I thought.
Yes, sir.
So he's always there in a way to provide some guidance by phone or by a message or by a text.
Yes, sir.
Something like that. Does he ever stop by sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes he stopped by. He stopped by over here sometimes, but he more so at my friend's house came too.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah. You think it's important for people to have mentors in their life? You think that's a big piece?
Yes, that's a really, really big piece because some people can't do it on their own. Some people have to have an extra word to give them up to brighten their day up. So I say that you're supposed to have a mentor.
Right, definitely. It's very strong,
Yes, sir.
especially in your life. Well, we talk a little bit about the aspect of student-athlete challenges. Now,
Yes, sir.
boy, I say the word challenge, you laugh. there can be challenges in all different, because not only do you have the situation where you have family, right?
Yeah.
Family is part of that challenge because there's ups and downs in family,
Yes, sir.
right? There's things that come up.
Things that
Maybe
go
you
down.
didn't take the trash.
Yeah.
Maybe the dishes didn't get done. I mean, not trying to air out the laundry, but no, that's not it at all. The thing is that there's the ups and downs in family.
Yes, sir.
But with that, there's a thing too, ups and downs when it comes down to the aspect of the student athlete and the challenges they face.
Yes, sir.
Tell me one of the challenges, maybe a couple of the challenges you face as a student athlete today.
Well, some of the challenges I face today as a student athlete is grades. You gotta have grades. Well, I came into school as a ninth grader thinking that school is gonna be easy peasy and I can just goof around, joke around. No, it's not like that. You gotta have grades and you got to be smart to know what you want to do in life.
Wow. With that, okay, when you talk about grades,
Yes, sir.
do you find yourself, was that something you had to really get better at?
Yes, sir. Get better at it.
Like how did it start where you recognized that it was an issue?
Yeah.
And then how did you make those changes? What did you do?
Well, it recognized me when I had to sit out a game.
Oh, it hit you hard that way.
Yeah, it hit me hard when I had
Okay.
to sit out a game because I had Fs. That's not the way to go.
Mm.
That hit me real hard. I was crying that day because I didn't want to sit out that game because I
Wow.
failed.
And then, so you took that experience, had that result.
Yes, sir.
What changes did you implement to change that course?
The changes that I did to provide and to make better grades is that focus more in the classroom, stop talking so much, stop being on my phone, getting more help from the teachers, asking teachers for help way, way more, sitting in front of the classroom, and also getting help from like some of my friends that's smart.
I'm glad you touched on the aspect of teachers because that's something that we discuss a lot with the student athlete.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's helpful? Let's look at this piece here. As a student athlete, do you think it's helpful to really let the teacher know that you are a student athlete? Do you think that helps you?
Not necessarily. No, it don't help you, not at all. Because
Okay.
you're gonna be. You can say you can be bigger than the classroom. That don't really mean nothing. You can be big on the field, but you can't be that big in the classroom. Everybody has to work hard in the classroom. You just can't have leeway because you play football. Everybody got to work in determination in the classroom.
That's a good point.
Yes, sir.
Now, with the student and teacher relationship, that's
Yes, sir.
quite a relationship, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
have personalities all over with those teachers,
Yes, sir.
even in college,
Yes, sir.
professors. You'll see that one day.
Yes, sir.
But with the student-teacher relationship, with the teachers,
Yes.
do you feel what kind of qualities does the teacher have to help Jordan Berry be successful in the classroom?
Well, I say the qualities that the teacher have to help me in the classroom is to take their time with me and explain it more than once. Because sometimes I might not get it more than once, but sometimes you got to explain it more than once for me to get it.
So it's taking an extra piece of time, right?
Yeah,
They have to be aware of like,
Yeah.
and you'll let somebody know I didn't get that,
Yeah.
and can you help me out with this,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So what are some things that you, Jordan Berry, what kind of qualities do you have to have in order to help the teacher be successful in the class?
Well, to help the teacher in the class not get on my phone because they don't like that.
That's a big one, isn't it?
That's a real big one.
There's always somebody texting. There's
Man.
always social media. There's always something. We'll get to
There's
media
always something.
soon, but yeah.
But just stay off your phone. Stop talking so much in class. Don't talk in class because the teacher can't talk and you talking. And then another thing is just be on time to class. Be focused in class and study hard. Just study, study, study hard. Study, 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 study.
Now, is Jordan Berry a good test taker?
I can say that when I first got into school, my 9th, 10th grade, I wasn't a good test taker, but I focused more and got studied more in the books and took it more serious. Yes, now I'm a good test taker.
What did you find that helped you with studying when it came to studying for a test? Because a lot of times, people will, take a notebook and they write notes in class of what the teacher's discussing, and then they'll use a highlighter or mention. So what kind of things do you use to help other student athletes kind of how they can study better and be ready and prepare for tests?
Well, I say I can help a student athlete out. If we have the same class and we're studying for the same thing, I'll let them use my notes to study, or we'll study together and do like a study hall. We'll study before practice and after practice. We'll study in the classroom. I'll pick up extra notes from my teacher. I'll make sure I get note cards from my teacher where I can write notes on the side onto the note card. And that's really it. Just study more and just take really good notes.
What kind of tools does Jordan Berry have at his disposal? When you talk about, the phone can be something that's used for social, but it also has kind of tools in it to kind of set reminders. How do you use your phone? Do you use your phone for that sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I have to set timers and reminders for me to not get on my phone in certain classes. Certain classes I have reminders, don't get on the phone in this class. They'll take the phone. They'll give you a 0 for the day for having your phone out. Yes, wow. I have a lot of reminders.
I mean, I've heard some schools, they take your phone and you don't get it back to the end of the day.
No, you get a 0.
You get 0.
Yeah, you get a 0 for that.
They let the grade.
Yeah, the grade. The grade just speak for itself.
Wow.
You got your phone out.
Wow, that's
yes,
powerful.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you are in, let's just take a typical class day.
Okay.
All right. What is your favorite subject that you're dealing with in class right now? Would you say?
My favorite subject is economics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you like that?
I like economics because it's like dealing with history, and it's dealing with a lot of old stuff, And I really don't know nothing from back in the day, and it's really opening my mind up and seeing what I really want to do when I go to college. So I really like economics.
You like economics. Which is your least favorite class?
Math. I can say I'm a little difficult with numbers, but I still can get math. But that's my least up and down is math.
So math itself you have to take. There's some things that, just like football comes easy, right?
Yes.
You know it, the play, it's instant reaction.
Yes, sir.
But with math, that takes a little bit more from Jordan to kind of say, okay, I need to now either set more time for study hall,
yes, sir.
Possibly ask the teacher to help me and guide me through this problem,
yes, sir.
Or work with the group,
yes,
right?
Yes,
so you have to spend that extra time, right?
Yes,
kind of like would it be extra time in the film room?
Yes, sir.
To study.
Yeah. Extra time in the weight room, too.
There you go. That too. No, very true.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's talk about what it was like as a freshman. Now, you went to a school at Hawkins, which is no longer, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Now it's Narbonne, and you attend Narbonne, and now you're in your senior year.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what freshman year was like when you first started high school. What for some people, that's like fear, okay? Like, I don't know anybody. I don't know where my classes are. I got to take orientation. This is all new to me. Middle school is different than high school. It's bigger.
Yeah.
Take me through that.
Well, I can say is that when I went to 9th grade, I was scared, but then not necessarily scared. I walked on the campus with a big smile on my face, greeting everybody, telling everybody hi. And you just got to grow up when you go to high school. That's really it, because high school is not like middle school. It's not like elementary school. They're not going to sit there, pull you to the side, talk to you. They just going to do what they want to do. So you got to come in high school growing up. I came into high school playing around thinking it was going to be the easy way out. I was failing 9th grade, so I pulled my grades up, and I'm doing good now.
Now, it was something about, tell me a little bit about, we want to dig deep into Narbonne.
Okay.
Do they have like counselors, and they have like people set for you, aside for you to kind of help you succeed?
Yes, sir, we do. We have a lot of counselors. We have a lot of study hall times. Every Monday, Tuesday, we have study halls at lunch, nutrition, everything. Narbonne is the place to be.
Nice. Does your team study together? Do you guys have a study group sometimes with your football team?
Yes, sir. Every Mondays we study in the weight room. Everybody gets out homework in the weight room, and we all lay down in the weight room on the floor.
So take me through that. So it's doing weights.
Yeah.
And then, okay, guys, time to do homework.
We lift weights. We lift weights for like 30 minutes, and then after we lift weights, we do homework.
Wow, that's strong.
We lay down on the floor. Everybody have their books out. One of our coaches is a math teacher, So,
wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
Math, yeah.
Does he help you out a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks. Shout out to Coach Bowie.
There you go, Coach Bowie. Thank you for your help with Jordan.
Yes, sir.
You know, I find that interesting with regards to, it really sends a message, doesn't it, from the coaches
Yes, sir.
to the players that say we take academics seriously.
Yes, sir.
That's something you feel throughout the whole coaching staff, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
They
that's
take
good.
academics real seriously.
Wow.
If you don't have the academics, you can't play football.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk media.
Okay.
Now, media, you know, it has its good and bad.
Yes, sir.
But it's all how you use it, right?
Yeah.
So for media, how does Jordan Berry handle, let's just say, just social media? Because there's Instagram, Snapchat,
Yeah.
there's Facebook, there's Twitter. I'm probably forgetting one, but I know there's probably another one out there. But
Facebook.
yeah, Facebook. I said, yeah, Facebook is in there. So tell me what these are for you to manage. How do you handle that media?
I can manage it. It's not something that I get on every day. It's something that I get on rarely. If I'm really, really bored, then I'm going to hop on social media. If we in nutrition, then I'll hop on social media. I'm not really a social media type of person. Only time I'm really on Twitter is if I'm posting pictures, talking to coaches, looking at stuff, or really just bored and just chilling on social media, really.
Yeah, so it's your downtime.
Yeah, it's just like downtime. If I'm at home sleep, I'll hop on Twitter or something, but it's not really like an everyday thing with me.
Do you think, Jordan, that it's something that a student athlete should take seriously on how they handle it?
Yes, because that's a big deal, because it's college coaches and other people that's looking at you and watching you on Twitter. You don't know who's watching or who's looking at you on Twitter. You might end up posting something on Twitter that you didn't mean, but it's already up there. A couple of seconds can turn into a couple of minutes, and somebody can see it before you think they do. So I say that you should take social media real big, because like anything can happen on social media.
And you use Twitter usually as your kind of football profile.
That's strictly football.
Yeah.
Twitter is strictly football.
Instagram more personal.
Yeah, Instagram is more personal, and like Snapchat, I really don't use Snapchat. Like
So when you go over, let's just say, take us through a post.
Yes, sir.
Jordan Berry tries to find something to post.
Yes, sir.
Are you the type of person that says, questions it before you post it?
Yeah, I'm the type of person that's like, I'll look at the picture, and I go to my mom, straight to my mom. Like, Mom, what should I post as a comment? What should the comment be? What should the comment be? Sometimes if my mom know how to comment, I'll listen to music, and I'll put a music comment.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes I'll question my pictures and stuff. What should I post and what should I not post? Every time I do that, I'll question everything I post. Everybody watching. Like I said before, everybody is watching.
You know, and it's been said that too, you know, some college coaches believe, especially Coach Scott Frost has made it very clear from Nebraska, that if you have anything of prejudice, racial, violent against women, any violence, any of that piece on Twitter, you're not going to get looked at. Do you feel that even those that are on your timeline, you kind of have to manage that too?
Well, what I can say is that I follow a lot of people on Instagram and Twitter. What they post shouldn't be on my behalf. They choose to post what they post, and I choose what I post. But if I'm not in there posting what they're posting, it shouldn't matter.
So there's that thing where it says retweet, and then you kind of add onto the post kind of thing?
Yes, sir.
So you say, you know what, I'm going to stay away from that.
Yes, sir.
Jordan Berry's not going to be a part of that equation,
No,
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With you, we're going to talk a little bit of something about you and providing some kind of leadership at Narbonne, okay?
Yes, sir.
When you look at yourself at Narbonne, take somebody that basically just started at Narbonne. You can see those people a mile away.
Yes, sir.
They're fumbling through papers.
Yeah.
They look lost. They don't know. Has there been an experience where you've tried to help out another student or try to be able to be there for them on that?
Yeah, it's an experience. It's been a couple of experiences. I didn't try to do that before. It's one time when I was walking to class, I seen this girl drop all her papers, and I helped her pick them up because she was a new student.
Wow.
That was a real nice thing I did. But yeah, that's only really one thing I had ran across.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So let's talk now. We mentioned this sometimes about 7-on-7.
Yes, sir.
Poor linemen. Come on, you know, the skill players get all the love when it comes to 7-on-7, right?
All the love.
Receivers, running backs, sometimes because they need to learn how to catch out from the backfield. Then you got quarterbacks in there. So,
Yes,
but linemen are just kind of, they're the trenches, right there.
We push to the side, basically.
Right. So tell me what your experience has been with some of the things. Now, I take this Nike opening.
Yeah.
Was a pretty big experience for you, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
As a lineman, tell me what that was like. Because all I know is this: there's the dummy, and you go after the dummy and you smack it. That's pretty much what I know, but I've seen it videos of that.
Yes,
so
sir.
take me through what that experience is like.
Well, I can say, I never dreamed to be at the Nike opening. So when I got offered to the Nike opening, I was real happy. So the Nike opening was work.
Were you shocked?
Yeah,
Were you shocked?
I was shocked because I never got nothing big like that. I was shocked to be in the Nike opening. I had butterflies in my stomach. I was crying to my mom, telling my mom I didn't want to go because I wasn't going to show out. So that day, it just took me like, whoa, I'm in the Nike opening. And then when I got there, I dominated and I destroyed everybody at the Nike opening.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yes,
so you took kind of the fear of kind of the unknown. It's kind of like the unknown.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And you turn that into like, look, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm here to compete.
Yes, sir.
I'm just as good as there's a reason I'm here.
Yes, sir.
I'm just as good as everybody else here.
Yes, sir.
That's what you did.
Yes, sir. I did.
So let's talk Narbonne.
Okay.
Narbonne High School football. Now there was a coaching. Now last year was the team.
Yeah.
It was
dream team.
Dream team, right?
Yes, sir.
You made it to state.
Yes, sir.
Made it to state.
Champs.
Champs. So yeah. So you got the ring, got the hardware. You got to celebrate with your teammates.
Yes, sir.
But now it's a new year. It's a new slate with Narbonne High School. You lost some seniors, I would say,
we
some
lost
good
almost
talent.
all of them. Yeah.
Wow. So kind of that next man up mentality.
Yeah, next man up type.
How has it been so far that you're what 4 games in? Going to be 4 games in tomorrow.
I could say we dominated. We stepping up to the plate and we going after it. I could say like all our coaches are not there, but we still going after it. We working hard and dedicating everything to football. When we on the field, it's time to be on the field. When it's time for practice, it's time for practice. Yes, sir.
Yeah. How does Jordan Berry? How do you become successful with that coach and player relationship? How do you become successful that way? What do you have to do in order to be successful at your position working with your coaching?
Well,
your coach.
In my position as a D tackle, I say you got to listen to the coach. Listen to everything he's saying. Listen to all the movements, all the footwork, feet work, hand work, everything that he's telling you, hand movements, everything he's telling you, because you can move the wrong way and then you can break something as a D tackle. So you got to listen to your coaches and you got to be successful to what they saying. What they telling you, you got to listen to everything for sure.
And then there's the motor.
Yeah, motor. You got to have your motor on for practice.
Motor's going.
You got to have your motor going
Right.
all the time, never stopping.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What kind of things do you look at? I kind of want to get to know from a defensive tackle. When you're on the other side, lining up on the other side of the ball, what kind of things are you looking at the offensive line? What are you looking at the quarterback? What are some? Take me in that helmet of what you're looking for.
When I'm on the field, I'm goofy. So when we on the field, I'll line up against the person. I'll talk my mess and I'll make a noise. You feel me? Like I'll laugh with them, joke with them, call jokes and stuff. I'm just a goofy person on the field. And I tell the quarterback, I'm coming for you. I'll point at him, talk to him, all that.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So he'll feel Jordan Berry at some point, right?
Me for sure.
Right.
Yes, sir.
With you, now, your team this year, what are some goals that your team has set together in the beginning of the season with how you're doing?
This season, the goal that we set is to be state champs again, to go 13-0.
Well, there you go. Yeah, he's committed.
Yes, sir.
And how'd your teammates respond? Because it's one thing for you, Jordan, as a single player, part of the team, to respond with like, you know what, we're gonna make the state next year.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna dominate.
Yes, sir.
But it's also getting the others to kind of corral together and go, you feeling it? Are you feeling the same way?
Yes, sir.
How is your team feeling like right now? Like how are they? What's your record right now?
We're 4-0.
4-0.
No,
So
4-1.
4-1. Okay.
Yes, sir. So my team is feeling that we got to work hard. We lost that first game to Lone Peak. We lost bad. So
was that a wake up call?
Yeah, that was a real wake up call because we want to go to 13-0 again. We want to be state champs again. We want to be champions again.
Yeah.
So how I'm looking at it, everybody else on my team is looking at it. When we come out to practice, we got to work hard from practice end to practice start. From practice start to practice end.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Take me through that first game. That first game was a loss. Lost pretty bad.
First game was Buchanan. That's when
okay.
Kendall Milton.
Okay, Kendall Milton was that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What was it about a loss in preparation? Did you feel that your team was prepared and they prepared well before that?
I'll say my team, we didn't prepare well as we prepared before. I say that we was slacking more in practice that week than we was at the game. We was slacking way more in practice than we was at the game. When we got to the game, we thought it was going to be easy peasy. We thought we was just going to run through Long Pete. But now they came out with the A game, and they came out focused, disciplined, and ready to play. And we didn't come out ready to play.
Sometimes it's a thing like this, like it's almost like a boxing match.
Yes, sir.
You know, you have it where they pounce on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, I got stunned with a right and a left, and I don't know how to react to this.
Yes, sir.
And then by the time you've gotten out of that,
Yes, sir.
you know, the smelling salts are there, and you got out of that. Now you're like going, oh shoot, we're down like by 30.
Yeah, we got to
You know, we got to step up.
Yeah, we got to step in for sure.
So, describe one word for your season at Narbonne. What would you say one word describes your season this year? What you're going to get out of it?
Talented.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you, this has been Jordan Berry, class of 2020, defensive tackle. And there is some news here that we've known about. You are verbally committed to LSU.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. So what was that experience like? I mean, take me through the recruiting aspect of you're visiting LSU, visiting the coaches. Coach Ed Orgeron,
yes, sir,
obviously had made an impact on you. Some of the other coaching staff, I'm sure, did.
Yes, sir.
But what was it about LSU you felt very strong about?
Well, I felt strong about LSU because LSU always was a dream school when I was young. I've been dreaming to go to LSU since I was 1, 3. I always loved LSU. I always loved the purple and gold, yellow. I used to wake up every morning coming to watch football at my grandma's house with my cousin George.
Wow.
LSU.
Followed him.
Yes, sir. I followed LSU for a long time. And then I reached out to LSU, and somehow they reached out to me back. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then one day I came home from school and I told my mom, like, Mom, the LSU coaches hit me up. Like, they hit me up, Mom. At first she was brushed it off, like, nah, they not hitting you up, Janet. If they want to hit you up, they gonna hit up the coaches. So I'm telling my mom, like, Mom, for real, they really hit me up.
Yeah.
So, long story short, they came and they texted me one day, like, oh, Jordan, we want you to come out for a spring camp. I told my mom, and then next you know, me and my mom flew out for a spring camp, and then I verbally committed. Because I always wanted to go to LSU. It's been a dream school since I was young. So
what about that campus? Now that's the aspect of football.
Yes, sir.
What was it about the campus that you fell in love with?
I fell in love with the food.
Oh, really? So is there food around the campus, and then they know how to do it?
I'm keeping it 100. In Louisiana, they know how to cook. But to be 100 with you, I fell in love with the coaching staff, and I fell in love with the weight room and being loved there at LSU. I felt love there, so that's what I really fell in love with there at LSU.
Now they took you around the academic side of it, though.
Yes, sir.
Were there some things that stood out to you, though?
Some things that really stood out to me the most was the law firm and the veterinarian place, because I want to be a district attorney or veterinarian.
Wow, I like that.
Yes,
that's
sir.
very powerful.
Yes, sir.
And have that LSU, diploma,
Yes, sir.
degree.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, that would
LSU
speak volume.
background, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely. Well, I tell you, this has been Jordan Berry, class of 2020, defensive tackle, who is verbally committed to LSU. Check out Narbonne High School here in LA, Los Angeles, in California, because they are 4-1. They are still not done in making noise, because last year was the dream team. They won state, they won a championship, but they're not done. They want to finish this out strong again this year. Even though losing some seniors, they're really ready to really make some noise and continue to work hard as a team. Well, I tell you, Jordan, it's been a pleasure to have you on our show.
Thank you, sir.
On Outside the Games, it's been a pleasure to get to know you.
Yes, sir.
And all that. We appreciate the hard work you put in, not only as a person, but also as a student athlete in the classroom, but also in the field and demonstrating a good example for others.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'll tell you, we are not done, though. We have this thing called the Quick Blitz, man. You've seen this before on our shows.
Yes, sir.
Get to know you personally.
Yes,
what is your favorite food, Jordan?
Oh, my favorite food is pasta. I love pasta.
Pasta, okay.
Yes,
describe what dish pasta.
I like chicken Alfredo. I like shrimp Alfredo. I like shrimp scampi. I like pesto pasta. I like linguine.
Oh, my word.
I like all the pastas. Any pasta that you know, I know more about the pasta than you know.
Wow. Well, we're going to go to, what's your favorite dessert?
I don't really eat sweet, so I don't really have a dessert. But if it was a dessert that I have to eat right now in front of me, I'll go apple pie and ice cream.
Ooh, a la mode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Take it back to the old school.
There you go, right. Favorite
Yes, sir.
shoe to wear?
Oh, what? I say my favorite shoe is to wear Air Force Ones.
You like the Air Force Ones?
Yeah, it's simple and it's old school. And I take you back real old school.
Now, be clear with me.
Yes, sir.
Everybody gets the white pair. And the white pair, it's like this. You walk in the hallway, scuff mark.
Oh.
Dang, the shoe's over red. Now I got to clean it. And before you know it, the white shoe looks like a dirty shoe. So, are there other Air Force Ones you like color added to the Air Force Ones a little bit?
Yeah, I have a pair of color Air Force One. They got flowers on them. But I'm more of like a all white type of guy. So I like the all white.
Little white.
Ones.
So fresh, so
keep
clean.
It classic,
right.
Keep it cocaine white.
I got you. I got you.
Something like.
Favorite cleat to wear?
Favorite cleat to wear? Well, I say my favorite cleat to wear is the Nike Vapors because they're comfortable and they keep you ankle support.
Lineman.
Yes, sir.
Lineman.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We don't need a busted ankle. We need you to be in the trenches working hard.
Yes, sir.
Those shoes will keep you safe there.
Yes, sir.
Apple or Android, and why? I always get this response from the student athlete because people have had an Android phone before and they're like, I don't like it. But
I didn't have an Android before. Don't cap. My mom took my phone away a couple of times. I didn't have a trap daddy. But I go with Android. I go with Android
Really?
because Android is more durable and they last longer than the iPhone. An iPhone, you drop it on the floor, it's all cracked up. An Android, you would drop it, the battery might come out. But
now, somehow you're speaking from experience on this.
Yes, sir.
The iPhone.
The iPhone X don't even look
Max.
like an iPhone X no more.
Yeah,
It
right.
don't even look like an iPhone no more.
So your next phone is going to be an Android.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go. If you had a favorite destination spot you could choose anywhere in the world, where would you travel to?
Fiji.
Ooh, nice. Like that.
I travel to Fiji because I just want to be alone and just look at the nice trees and just get a nice breathe of the air.
Wow. And the
Yes,
water, too.
Yes, sir.
The water.
Let's see my pretty feet in the water.
Right. If Jordan Berry could pick any car or SUV that he could drive, what would that be?
Any type of SUV I'll drive.
Or car.
Or car.
But I mean, linemen have to have SUVs. I think,
so
right?
I'll say I'll get a Jeep and I'll supercharge
Ooh.
it, make it a Hellcat.
Is it raised?
Yes, a raised Jeep with a Hellcat engine.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
He's got it broken down.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great. That's great. Earpods or headphones? What do you prefer?
I prefer AirPods when you're working out, running. But before the game, I prefer
Pre-game.
earphones. Before
Yeah.
the pre-game, I prefer earphones because you doing
Earphones
everything-
or headphones?
earphones.
Oh, okay.
Earphones. I go with earphones because the headphones make your ear sweat. You can do a lot more with earphones than you can do with headphones. When you're running with headphones, it might come off your ears, fall off your head. But I choose AirPods or earphones.
Nothing like a sweaty earphone. That's or headphone. That's
Yeah.
They slide right off of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Last thing your mother told you.
Last thing my mom told me was to be humble and keep close to God and be great.
Nice.
Yes,
Very
sir.
strong. Favorite musical artist?
My favorite.
Now, I know there's a bunch. Jordan Berry has, I know, a catalog
What?
of favorite artists, but what is one you go to? Maybe pregame.
Pre-game. Excuse me, my bad. Pre-game, I go to Salsa Baby. Baby, or I'll turn on a little bit of Young Boy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All
Or
right.
a little bit of Lil Baby. But most thing I listen to before pre-game is Salsa Baby.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's your one.
Yes,
Favorite
sir.
song?
Yes, sir. My favorite song is Tonight by Salsa Baby.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Last movie you saw in the movie theater?
Good Boys.
Really?
I recommend you guys go see
There
that.
you go.
Good Boys.
Good
is
Boys,
real
good movie?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's about little kids skipping school, trying to give the drugs back to older kids. It was a real good movie. I like it. It's a real good movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
totally.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, are you the kind of guy that has concessions at a movie theater? Popcorn, soda. No, you don't do
not
the soda.
necessarily.
You're good without the concessions, right?
Yeah, I'm good without the concessions. As long as I'm there to watch the movie and to see the whole movie, I'm good.
Yeah,
I
you're not.
eat before I go to the movies.
Right. There you
Yes,
go.
sir. 'Cause
That's
I don't want
smart.
to waste my money at the concession stand. They already took my money at the front door for the ticket, so why waste it at the concession stand?
Yeah, that $12 movie can turn into a $50 night.
Man,
Very, very
popcorn
fast.
like $10, $12.
Yeah,
that's out.
right. And they try to sweeten the pot and say, okay, yeah, you can get seconds.
No.
We'll refill it, but
What?
no.
You can't get seconds. It's $1.25.
Oh, boy. Now, let's get serious about a couple things.
Okay.
If you were running late somewhere, Jordan, and you had to tell somebody that you were running late, would you call or text, and why?
I say I would call them because a text is nothing. I could be on my phone all day, and you say you text me, I say I didn't get the text because I was either in class, I was either at practice, or I either was doing something to get my grades up. I say that you got to call the person to make sure the person understands that you're going to be late, to make sure that you're going to be there on time or be late. So if I'm late for football practice, I'll call my head coach, I'm being late for practice. I'm never going to text him because a text message, I know he's busy with the team, and I know he's doing stuff to get us better for the team, so I have to always make the call.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, sir.
If you had to choose one quality, let's just say one thing about, well, let's say, if you had to choose one thing that you could change in the world today, one thing you could make an impact on or change in the world today, what would that one thing be for you, Jordan?
The one thing that I would change is I would change all the homeless people from sleeping on the street and to sleeping in the house. And to give them food, give them
It's a big one. There's a lot of homelessness all over.
Yeah, everybody that's in the world will have a nice house and a nice roof over their head and clothes on their back.
Housing is huge. It's the littlest things, but it means a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I have one more question for you. This is the game breaker right here. This is a big one here.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know you'll get it right because you're a senior. I know you got the knowledge on and off the field to handle it.
Thank you.
So this is what you would prefer, okay?
Yes,
get that in your mind there.
Okay.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer an apple pie with warm ice cream, or would you, because you'd want ice cream to be cold on it,
Yeah.
or would you rather be on Outside the Game show? What would you prefer?
Outside the game.
That's right. He's got that Jordan Berry. I tell you, Jordan Berry. If you haven't heard of him, he is quite 6'3", 6'4". What is your weight?
My weight right now is 315.
315. So
Yes,
this guy is a mass in the trenches. Is really going to provide, a lot of havoc in the backfield of the offense. And so, again, this is Jordan Berry, class of 2020 from Narbonne High School in Los Angeles. We thank you again for being on our show and appreciate you very much. And good luck to your team. And boy, get to that state title, get to that championship again. I know you want to add more hardware.
Yes, sir. I for sure want to add more hardware.
There he is. Okay. Well, this has been Kevin Menton with Outside the Games. This is Jordan Berry, defensive tackle, class of 2020 out of Narbonne High School in LA. Thank you for watching. Ones that we've talked about, the sibling with Shanae Berry, enforcer with Gloria Berry, and of course the student athlete Jordan Berry.
Yes, sir.
Well, tell me, we're going to start with you, Shanae. What has this process been like? You could probably remember it was just yesterday he was attending high school, and then now it's been where it's the process of choosing a college, playing, having his mind right when it comes to the academics, being a good person, and just doing everything together and staying focused. What's that been like? What's that experience been like?
So the experience has been amazing. We've just been enjoying the process, keeping him focused. I'm at his school twice a week to check his classes, check with his teachers. I've always taught him, keep God first and everything else to come. So be humble, be grateful. Everybody doesn't get this opportunity. So for him to have this opportunity, it's been great.
So it's kind of like he has this platform, but he's got to use it the right way. And that's kind of what you've really helped him understand to see how to do it right.
Yes. Character is everything. You can be a great athlete, but if you don't have character, then you have nothing. So I want him to be a great man off the field. I want him to be a great man on the field. But character and having dignity and respect for yourself is the best thing that an athlete can have.
Sure. Well, then we look off to my right, the viewer's left, Gloria Berry. There's a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience with this wonderful woman here that's with us tonight to visit with us. Gloria, tell me what it's been to work with Jordan and to work with Shanae as being, so much is said about the enforcer part of it, but really being that person to watch over things. What has that been like for you? You can speak up.
Okay, I mean, like you said, it's been an experience, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been that person, what you want to say, enforcer or whatever, with them, because sometimes they act like siblings. And when they act like siblings, as I did with them when they were growing up, I have to get between them and tell both of them to calm down. But at first with him, it was kind of scary thinking about him going to LSU so far away, And his biggest problem was, if Brandon's not going, then, I don't know. But I want the best for him, and, when and whenever it happens, I give him my blessing, But I'm afraid to fly. But it'd have to take a very special person for me to fly, and this is him right here.
That's a sacrifice. Flying can be a sacrifice.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yes, very much so. But we appreciate you very much, Gloria, and what the knowledge you've been able to bestow between these two and be a guiding light, as it were, to provide that. Yeah, yet enforcing, but yet you've been providing that love and really direction. So that's really great. We appreciate you. And Shanae Berry, I tell you, working with Jordan, there's ups and downs. Being a parent, being a grandparent, there's ups and downs with the student athlete. Yes, there's good days and bad days.
Yes.
But when you look at it and you reflect on it, the good days stand out, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Gloria. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Jordan, hey, and the Berry family, we thank you for speaking to Outside the Games about this. We love to include family because that's what it's all about. That's what makes the student athlete. We thank you very much for being on our show and taking your time to talk to us.
Thank you,
Thank
sir. I
you.
appreciate
Go
that.
Tigers.
Go Tigers, baby.
Tigers.